Hello everybody, it's a beautiful morning here in sunny Johannesburg. It's wintry, but it's lovely. Here's how to do a little basket. This is quite an organic basket. It's made out of bark and moss, and I'm going to fill it with flower foam and cellophane, create some beautiful flowers, and off it'll go to spoil someone for the arrival of their brand new little bundle of joy, a little girl. Let me introduce to you the divine elements that we're going to use to put into this container. And starting off with something that I've loved this week on the market, that is called frilly kale. These extremely gorgeous pink roses, that's a pink candy avalanche, stunning. Stocks, another one of my absolute favorites. You know, I don't know if you've ever smelled a stock, but it smells like cloves. Latifolia, that's a nice soft, delicate latifolia. Beautiful for a little girl's arrival, I think. And then something else that I have just loved this week on the market is these white proteas. They are exquisite to me. The other elements that I've got here to use as fillers, if there's some gaps, is alstroemeria. Now this alstroemeria is purple in color. And Irish bells. Now, I love Irish bells. Whenever I see a bucket of these on the market, I'm like, I'll have one, because I just find that they last so long. They've got this stunning, vibrant lime green color. It just really gives life to a design, lime green. And the Irish bells, the little bells, superb. And then echinacea or snake grass, I'll create a little bit of a fun technique with that. We'll start off with the biggest form flower, which is the kale. Now you can see that if I had to put that kale into this pot, it would take up all the space. So I'm going to minimize it by taking off some of the leaves, just to make the little flower heads slightly smaller so that I leave enough space for all the rest of the blooms to fit into this basket. And we'll start putting it in to the side so that it just bleeds over the edge of the basket over there, you can see, so that you have a nice flow off the edges. When the design is finished, you want to make sure that every side is beautiful and has a different visual aspect. What you don't want is you don't want any of the leaves to be inside the flower foam. You want plain stems inside the foam, otherwise what will happen is that the leaves will block the stem from absorbing the water. So I am wanting these to partner together so that the proteas and the kales are on the one side, because I like how they complement each other, but it's a very neutral mix. And then what I'll do is I'll put some real volume on the other side with the bright colors. So you can see it's starting to become quite a fun design. It's a little modern because it's got grouping to it. And as we add the colors, it'll just get brighter and brighter and brighter. Time to add some of this gorgeous purple color in. The stalks. So the stalks are going to stick up a little higher than the proteas. They can be on the side, the back end of it. They can elevate up because they're what we call linear flowers, so they can be a little bit higher than everything else. See from that side what I'm up to at the back here. Closing up all the spaces, flowing over the edges, making a beautiful design. And then not to forget the Irish bells, because these I love. Right, so Irish bells have got lots of little thorns on them, so when you clean them, you have to clean from the top down. If you do it the other way, you're going to get prickled to death. So I've taken quite a lot of the bells off to make it about the right height, and then included in the back line here, you can see, just giving it a nice flow off of that edge. Superb! A couple more Irish bells. Okie dokie. Another snap or two. When these alstroemeria open, they're going to be the most beautiful splash of purple. It's a light purple. It'll be really exciting for people to see how this unfolds. And that's what I love about flower arranging, is sometimes you deliver flowers to your guests or clients or friends or loved ones, and everything's still closed, and you know what it's going to look like when they open, but they get a lovely surprise when this flash of color comes through. Okay, what's left to do is to just add 1 or 2 more dashes of lime green here at the back line, in betwixt all these gorgeous alstroemerias and the latifolia, and this will just hedge off the back. It's got all the areas of interest to it. It's got a lovely organic pot. I did tell you that I'd bought some snake grass in, so let's see what we can do with the snake grass, just to add another little bit of an element of surprise to the design. What you'll notice is that there's a really dominant color on this side. So the bright pink is very heavy set, it's very dominant, and this side is a little less. It's got the purple of the stalks, which is balancing the weight nicely. But what we can do now is we can add echinacea to the design, just to give a bit more weight and dominance to the side, so that we are extremely well balanced and the design can go out. And the fun with the echinacea is just to find a spot to anchor it in on the one side, and we can create a bit of a geometric shape with it to make this design have a little bit of funk. I hope you can see what I'm doing there. I'm bending it at the points where it actually has a node, and then you push it back into the design, into the foam, and just make sure that your lines are nice and straight. Beautiful day, and I'll see you next time right here on my channel or on Facebook. Keep an eye out for these videos of inspiration coming to you from my heart to your homes.